Hey parents, this one is for you. Former teacher and principal here to help make sense of what's up with your kid's school. Now, maybe your child's school looks like the one you remember, or maybe it doesn't. You're either glad that it looks like what you knew, or you're very thankful that it doesn't. But here's the twist. Whether you approve of a school's practices or not, what works for you may or may not work for your child. And that tension between your preferences and their needs is difficult. But I'm going to help you know how to find what works best for your child. To do this, you just need to name the type of school and type of teacher that works best for your child. Now, schools and teachers fall into one of three types, either expert, coach, or counselor. And each is a distinct role that they can play to serve your child. Each of these three has its own culture, ways of doing things, and values. And schools lean towards one of these three types, expert, coach, or counselor. And you as a parent need to figure out which role your child clicks with. So how do these three types of school differ? We'll look at two things. First, how the school organizes itself, and second, what's expected of its teachers. So first, how do these three types of school function? Expert schools thrive on autonomy. Teachers are captains of their own ships, showing students the best way to succeed. Whereas in coach schools, you see collaboration. Teachers work together on a shared school-wide approach to teaching and learning. And for counselor schools, they're about negotiation or co-creation. Here, students and teachers work together to negotiate what and how a student will learn. Now, these three, they're not about personality. It's not whether teachers are nice or strict or rigorous or easy. You will find teachers of every variety across these three types. This is much deeper than that. This is talking about the role that the school and its people have for your child. So if we look at that role in terms of what is expected of the teacher in each of these three different types of classrooms, which of these role best serves your child, the expert, coach, or counselor? Experts say, let me show you the best way to be successful. And they focus on responsibility more than anything else. Coaches say, let's find your best way to be successful. And they emphasize achievement most of all. Whereas counselors say, let's figure out what success means to you and how to get you there. They emphasize meaning above all else. Now, of course, teachers in schools value responsibility, achievement, and meaning. But when push comes to shove, and schools or teachers need to sacrifice one of these three very important parts of school, experts won't sacrifice responsibility, coaches won't sacrifice achievement, and counselors won't sacrifice meaning. You might start to connect the dots here and see some of your children's teachers in these three types, expert, coach, and counselor. But just a few disclaimers. Just because a teacher or a school fits a type doesn't mean they've mastered it. There are excellent, mediocre, and struggling experts, coaches, and counselors in schools. And each of these three types has the potential to serve students and make meaningful contributions to their lives and development. But to do this to its full potential, we in education need to start making these three important distinctions when we talk about education and help parents and students to understand their consequences as well. Now, each of these three types has their pros and cons, and each of these three require different things to be done well. But parents, where I'd like to start the conversation for you is with these questions. Which one of these three worked best for you as a student? Which one do you wish you had more of? Which one do you wish you had less of? Which of these do you wish for your child? And which one is really the best fit for them? There might be a match, but there might not. I hope the answers to these questions help make school make a bit more sense for you and your child. Like, subscribe, send this to a friend that you think it could help, and get our Schools That Give a Fuck newsletter. There's a link below.